student, or would you, Dave, would you prefer to be the student?
You're good.
You're good? Okay. So here it is. You starting to record?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're good?
Yeah.
So, supervisor, this is my lesson plan, and I have the diagrams in here for parallel parking as well. Okay. Good morning. How are you, William?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah.
You ready for another lesson?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
great. Again, normal procedure. I will check your driver's license. Can you show it to me, please? Just show it to me. Yes, it's changed. No change in address. No glasses needed. Okay, great. Today we are going to be doing PP, parallel parking.
Mhm.
That's our topic. At the end of the lesson, I would like you to complete this topic on your own without my help. And the reasons why we learn it, it's always the same. It's for safety and
Road test.
the road test. There you go. You learned that from me last time already. Legal requirements. There's actually several legal requirements that I like you to follow. One is when you complete a parallel park, you should look for signs that's on the road. So you don't have to go to the front. There's actually signs that I put here. If you see signs that says, hey, parking allowed, great. If it says no parking allowed, then we'll be concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But for the purpose of this lesson, we're not going to go and worry about parking signs.
Mm-hmm.
But what we need to worry about is fire hydrants.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a fire hydrant, then you need to be at least 3 meters away. Now, how do you know if it's 3 meters or not from inside the car?
How?
You walk outside and check, right? That's easy, but it's not convenient. Do you agree?
Yes.
So, remember the first lesson I actually did a circle check in the ground shadow demonstration?
Yes. Yes.
When I actually had walked away from the front of the car, how far was I?
4 meter.
4 meters. Okay, well, if you imagine that brown box over there,
Mm-hmm.
if that box was right next to the edge where the curb is,
Mhm.
and I could see the base of that,
Mhm.
and there's a fire hydrant right there,
Mm-hmm.
that would be at least 3 meters.
Right. Correct.
Does that help?
Yes. Yes.
So next time, all you need to do is say, hey, I can see the base, 3 meters. I don't see it, it may be too close.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough?
Yep.
If we're going to park, we have to also be parked at least 3 meters, or sorry, 9 meters from an intersection with a stop sign. So if I'm actually parked in this area,
Mhm.
I need to be at least 9 meters away. Now, how do you tell 9 meters? Well, each car, do you know how long it is, approximately?
3 meter.
No, I don't think our cars are that short. It's approximately 4.5, almost 5 meters.
Mhm.
So let's just give or take 5 meters.
So
if
2
one
cars.
car, that's correct. If we have 2 cars in length and we're parking here, this would be the distance.
Okay.
Now, if it happens to be a traffic light like this here, then you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car lengths.
Okay.
That's 15 meters.
15.
Oh, sorry, 3 car lengths. Sorry, 15 meters.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, right there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be at least 15 meters away.
50 meters.
Make it easy for you now.
Yeah.
So you could visualize 2 meters for residential,
Mm-hmm.
3 cars for main roads.
50 meters from
15
main road.
meters. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough.
Yeah.
So those are some of the legal requirements. Now I'm going to go in and show you on the diagram all the steps that I will present to you, and I'm ensuring that you understand what it is that we're doing using the diagram that I have here. So here's the first step. I check the mirror, which is the rear view mirror in most cases, signal to the right as we approach this car,
Mm-hmm.
and blind spot before we stop,
Mm-hmm.
because we're worried that there could be cars coming out, cyclists and pedestrians that's coming in between cars, downtown especially. Then we jump all the way here to step number 4, which is to stop and yield. If there is, let's say, us next to the car and there's a car coming from behind, you notice the car here? If there is, we have to put the hazard lights on to let them know we're not moving. Go around us, go past us.
Mm-hmm.
So in either direction, here's a good example. There's a car and they're coming. We would put the hazard lights on and they will find their way past us if we put the hazard light on.
Mm-hmm.
If we just wait there and wait there and wait there, then they're going to be thinking, hey, are you going or you're not going?
Mm-hmm.
Then that will be confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Once we have once we have stopped and yield to traffic, you have to match the reference. So where is the reference? So from where I'm sitting, I'm looking at the passenger door. This is the passenger door. I need to see the door handle of the reference car just above the window. So
Right here.
that's it, just above that. So above that by this much probably. Do you see where it is right now?
Yeah.
That gives me a rough idea that I'm somewhere between half to as much as 1 meter away. But this technique is not going to work if it's more than 1 meter.
Okay.
Okay, so keep that in mind. And once I have determined that, I have another reference that I need to go and look at. Can you check behind me? Is there a triangular window?
Yep.
Yeah, there's one there. And there's also one on your side. Right in the middle of that, I want you to match the brake light of the reference car. Now, why do we do this? Well, there's a simple reason for it. If we have a car that's the same length and we may use mirror to mirror, which is what some instructors teach, it may work. However, if this car is now much longer like this here, such as a pickup truck, a van, what will happen if we actually use this technique?
You crash into that.
You will
car.
actually scrape the rear bumper of this car, which we don't want. So therefore, we will have to match the rear bumpers of both vehicles. And I've already done the work for you. If you use this area here, you will actually have both vehicles aligned on the back. If it's off, it's only off by so little that it won't make a significant difference. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As we're here, then we put the car in reverse and we roll and steer one full turn. Now, I'm going to show you on the steering wheel what exactly it is, one full turn. Do you see the steering wheel right now?
Yeah.
If we steer quarter, half, 3/4, this is not enough. This is only 3/4 of a turn. We need to go 1/4 more and put our hands here and lock it. Now, why do we lock it? Now, if it starts moving like this, it will change the angle of the steering wheel and it would affect the overall result of the parking. So we need to lock it, as in don't let it move. That's why there is a step that says roll, which is letting the car roll as slow as possible, one full turn, and we lock the steering wheel. Once we do that, we need to scan around left and right. In other words, check your left and right blind spot constantly to ensure that there's nothing around that could be a problem. As you back up and you get to the next reference, which happens to be the brake light